Hi there everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I just wanted to talk about a few things really. First I want to talk about the government actually, because they've said we're obviously going to be getting a new Prime Minister at some point, because of that thing that Boris Johnson was in, that Partygate thing or something, back in like May 2020, where they were partying and they shouldn't have been because they weren't following their own rules basically. So you can't really do that, can you? Though you can't just start partying and stuff, then make rules for people can't even leave their own houses. So it's kind of a bit weird one. So yeah, you see why he had to leave. And yeah, now it's between that I think it's Sunak and Truss. I think so. It's between those two. And yeah, I kind of hope Sunak does it, to be honest. He seems like the better one. I don't really want a woman in power, to be honest. But the funny thing is, I actually don't support Conservative Party. I actually support Labour. So either way, it's not really a win-win for me. Also, we need a Prime Minister. And also, I think I said that Johnson did a good job. I think in terms of what's happened, I think Johnson's done an okay job. In all honesty, you can't say he hasn't. He hasn't done a too bad job really. I don't think, apart from the scandal. But no, he's tried his very best throughout lockdown. I remember he was telling everyone, he's all the tiered systems and everything, and we did wear face masks a bit late. We started wearing them like July or 2020 or something. But yeah, even then he did his best. I think apart from the scandal, he did all right. Back to I support Labour anyway. In the election in December 2019, I supported Labour. And yeah, it's a shame that nothing ever happened with that. Shame Conservative people got. I think was it Theresa May who got in, did it? No, it wasn't. She was on in July, didn't she? But no, so it is a shame that that Conservatives are still in. Because like I said, I support Labour. I think for me, my personal view is that this Conservative Party have always been in favour of the rich and wealthy, and the Labour have always been in favour of the slightly poorer, and the kind of ones probably living in poverty. That's why I've supported Labour. Obviously, the Conservative Party won't say that, but I think that's sort of generally how it is. Conservative favour the rich, Labour favour the poor, and I've supported Labour because I wasn't a huge fan of Jeremy Corbyn, but it doesn't really matter about that. Tony Blair was a good one. Tony Blair was good for getting rid of smoking in was it in bars or something? He said you can't smoke in pubs or something, and I thought it was very, very good. I've never smoked in my life, never done drugs in my life, I've never done any of that. So I despise people. I don't despise people who do, but I just find it kind of don't do it near me. I think they're stupid for doing it, but it's each their own. But something I would never do. But yeah, Tony Blair was good for like banning smoking in pubs or something. Really, really good for that. Hopefully they can do it when they just ban it outright. They said they might increase the price of it every year or something, but I don't know if that went forward. But no, it's interesting what's happening with the government, because obviously with COVID and obviously with the war in Eastern Europe, Ukraine, there's a lot of other more important things going on than a scandal in the midst of Parliament. But the government have sort of worked their way through it and everything, and now we're going to get a new Prime Minister, which is exciting. I didn't know they had like a summer off from the what's it called, the House of Parliament. I never knew they had like a summer off, because usually they sit there and they kind of have goes with each other, them the Conservative and Labour. I didn't know they had a summer off. So we'll find out in September. I hope it's Sunak. I don't mind if it's Truss. I just don't. There's nothing to do with that personally. I would have preferred Morden, in all fairness. But I just don't particularly want a woman in power, to be honest. I just that women playing football was like don't know, a bit wishy-washy and a bit funny. I don't know why women can play football. No, I'm joking. But I don't particularly want. I'd rather just have Sunak, to be honest. But I'd rather have Sunak. Yeah. Because he seems like the better one. But like I said, I support Labour anyway, so it's not like, oh god, Sunak's the best option ever for or whatever. For me, the best option would be Labour or a general election. I think they did like a vote of no confidence or something, and if they voted no, they could have had I can't remember which one it was. If they voted no, they could have had a general election. I don't know. Whatever, and then let's play it by the book, and hopefully Labour will get in power soon, whatever it next is. Because it seemed like because I was thinking about because obviously Biden's the president, and that Trump was in power. He was in power for 4 years, obviously, and he's planning on doing the 2024 run or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, thank God Biden got in. Trump was a bit, I don't know really. I didn't even mind him really. I don't know. I didn't really have an opinion on it. I suppose he was a bit of an idiot. I don't know really, but I don't know. I wasn't like, oh god, I don't like. I thought he was quite funny, to be honest. I thought it was a bit of a comedy act in all fairness, that Trump. When he was president, I thought it was really funny because he wasn't very. He didn't do things by the book. He wasn't very sort of. He wasn't. He's an entertainer really, isn't he? He's performing in WWE for Christ's sake. He's an entertainer. He wasn't really. The way he was speaking, he wasn't like made to be. To be that sort of. Kind of a political member. So it's kind of interesting. But no, it doesn't matter. He's not in power anymore. Biden's doing an okay job, I think. Whatever. Don't really care, to be honest. It's America, isn't it? So I've never even left the continent. So. But yeah, hopefully we get a good Prime Minister in terms of, Sunak or Truss. I personally want Sunak, but I suppose Truss could do well. I don't really know much about us. I know Sunak because he was the Chancellor through lockdown as well. He was helping Boris with all the regulations about the NHS and everything about how we need to stay safe, stay inside and whatever, all the stuff I was ranting about a year and a half ago with my big massive beard. I think it's quite interesting where we're going to go with it. I think... I do want to see. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get a new Prime Minister. We don't have to wait for the general election to come. We're actually going to get a new Prime Minister in about a month. In about, right now I'm filming this late July, so I think early September, in about a month or so, give or take, for 4.5 weeks or whatever. So it's what it is, I suppose. Shame we can't get it earlier, but that's just not the way it works. That's all there is to say really about the government. I was going to talk about football as well, but I can't be bothered. Football's so trivial. I wasn't going to talk about football. I was actually going to start off by talking about football, but I'll stick with the government for this video. I might do another video about football. Because football just seems so trivial. I don't like talking about football. It just seems so trivial. I don't know how people can have these YouTube channels talking about football and Man United and whatever other team. It's just like, you can run out of things. I don't know. It just seems so dull talking about football and who cares, isn't it? It's just fucking football, man. Anyway. I'm really interested about the Prime Minister. Hopefully it'll be Sunak and it'll be good. Even though I support Labour, I was gutted when they lost the December 2019 election. Hopefully it will be a step forward. Hopefully, because they said in Parliament, Johnson said there's a heatwave going on. There's other things to focus on. There's other issues. Well, at the moment the heatwave's slightly gone, but it's still summer, so I'm still wearing shorts and t-shirt. I'm only wearing this shirt for the video. I'm not actually. I don't really. Well, I might wear this in the winter time. I might wear it under like a hoodie or something. But no, there's no point wearing it now anyway because it's summer. Sorry, but hopefully we get a good Prime Minister, and it'll be interesting. Like I said, the tides in Parliament could change. I like that Angela Rayner as well. I don't know why she's like Labour as well. I've seen her in the sitting of the MPs like next to Keir Starmer and stuff, and she's right, isn't she? She kind of I don't know. She's like 40 or something. She's like. I don't know, 16, 17 years older than me, but I don't know really. Anyway, can I be an MP? I always thought politics was boring. Like, generally speaking, it is sort of boring, isn't it? Look at Financial Times, they just bore you, innit? Oh my god, looking at Financial Times. Whatever. Anyway, that's all there is to say. 8-minute video. I'm probably going to edit it, but anyway, I hope you enjoy this, and that's it.